Loyal, logical, and even organized. They are committed to finish their work accurately, thoroughly, and on time. But because of this, others rely on them very much, and they often become the backbone of any kind of group, organization, or even a family. Changes in their environment, though, are really challenging for ISTJs because of their most effective way of operating. And this because they have a careful accumulation of experiences. And when they make decisions and take actions, they are going to review all of the relevant experiences in order to create some guidelines for new change. So situations in which they have no experience really is confusing, and it makes them feel out of control. They need time and the opportunity to use their expertise in order to structure their process. Their needs during change are realistic. They need to know the realistic reasons. What's the logic behind it? They want specific and accurate data, and they really need to have a lot of goals with the timelines put together as well as a framework. They want to be able to participate in the planning and the structuring of change, as well as to apply their experience to the change process. And mostly, they want loyalty from everybody. However, when they have needs that are not met, they're going to be overwhelmed, confused, and they're going to try to organize everything. And they're going to cling to tradition, meaning this is the way we've always done it. We should continue to do it this way. Or they may say something like, let's just do it by the book. When they are dealing with the losses, and losses are definitely associated with any kind of change, we need to remember that they are going to contribute by making a clean break, and they're going to gather what they need, and then they will move on. They're going to analyze the situation, and understand and accept any kind of realities, and also help to keep other colleagues on track. They will use a very methodical decision-making process. However, with loss, they also have some difficulties. They really have a lot of difficulty accepting any kind of change unless they understand the logic behind it. And they want to really be able to not continually rehash things. They want to just make the decision and move on. They're going to have a difficulty also in dealing with anybody else's needs that may be different from their own, and also celebrating any kind of success, especially those small ones. As we move on to that the transition period, they're going to really want to just jump right in and follow it. They're going to lose focus, however, and feel frustrated if there's no structure, especially if they don't know what's happening, and then they'll be very tempted to just drop the project and walk away. They really don't like any muddling or whining, and they really hate brainstorming. They tend to focus instead on the planning, the timelines, the goals, the framework, and structure, and any kind of completion. In that last startup phase that goes along with change, they really need to have that plan. They want to know exactly what's going to happen and the results that will be anticipated or which will follow. They have a great difficulty involving others in their planning process, and they assume that their priorities are going to be the same priorities that everyone else has, including organizations, companies, or even others within their team. They would tend to also just jump right in, and then they tend to be a little overwhelmed. So they prefer, though, during the startup phase to really, again, focus on that scheduling and that structure and that organizational part.